I would like to share information about my internship at Stillwater Academy. The Turnabout program was founded 25 years ago to provide a positive approach to help teenagers make real changes in their lives. It began with a small group of therapists who saw a need among teens in our community. As they looked around their communities, they noticed there were teenagers who were developing negative and destructive behavior. They also noticed that sometimes this behavior was compounded by problems such as ADHD or reactive attachment disorder. This would often escalate into school failure, lying, depression, theft, drug and alcohol abuse, sexual promiscuity, or attempted suicide. These therapists decided that rather than take a punitive or demeaning approach, they would create an empowering program that would be a positive change in these teens' lives. By doing this, it would give teens a chance to step out of their destructive patterns. The program would help them to learn to make good decisions, to experience real success in a positive environment, and to develop healthy relationships. And once these teens had completed the program, they could then move back into a new and better life that they and their parents may have not dreamed possible. One of the school's main philosophies is based on the book The Anatomy of Peace by the Arbinger. This is a book that teaches as we deal with others, we should have our hearts at peace and not at war. It also teaches that we need to look at others as people, not as objects. And when we look at them as objects, we get into the box with them, and that's when conflict occurs. I had the opportunity to learn about Stillwater Academy through an online job posting that I saw. I applied for the job and I was then given an interview. And after interviewing and discussing it with the program director, we just decided mutually that it was just not a good fit for me to be working full time with my responsibilities at home and what the job required. It was after that time that I asked the program director if I could intern at the school, and that's when he gave me permission. During the internship, my responsibilities included the following. I had the opportunity to attend large and small group meetings. The large group meetings were run by the therapists, and the small group meetings were also run by the therapists in specific groups and were run by the counselors, the primary counselors, with their specific groups of kids. I also had the opportunity to interact with the kids as I supervised them during lunch, during therapy time, and during school study time. They worked on a lot of individual therapy. They had assignments that they needed to complete, and they also had a lot of homework that they needed to complete. During my time at the school, I had the opportunity to get to know the clients, to talk with them, and to learn about their lives. During my time at the internship, I was also able to give support. I formed friendships and I was able to bond with the clients. I had the opportunity to get to know each of them individually and to understand what they were there for and what they were working on. I feel that I was able to benefit the school in the following ways. During my time there, I did my best to look for opportunities to help both the staff and the clients with whatever was needed at the time. I tried to look around and see if there was a need and offered to complete that. I also offered many times to help out in any area that I was needed because I wanted to learn as much as I could about the school and about how they ran it and about all of the different things that they did. I also made an effort and did my best to get to know the clients individually and to always be available to offer them a listening ear. I tried to be sensitive and pay attention if any of them were struggling and to reach out to them. In order to better understand the philosophy of the school, I took the time on my own to read the book, The Anatomy of Peace, and I did my best to adopt the philosophies and the practices of the school, not only based on that book, but all of the other procedures. and the things that they did there. I actually asked for a copy of all of that, and I had it in a binder that I was able to read and to study as needed. I also did my best to benefit the school by using what I had learned in my classes at BYU, Idaho. I tried to help create a positive environment because one definitely already exists there, and so I tried to add to it as much as possible. I feel that I benefited in so many ways from my opportunity to intern at the school, but I would like to just share a few specific ones. The first way was the example that the staff was. The staff at the school, they are a great example of dedication and positivity. They work really hard to have positive interactions with the clients and to use in their own interactions what we try to teach the clients, and make sure that they're providing positive examples to them. I also benefited a lot from the staff because they were always available to answer any of my questions, and they were always willing to help me understand how the school worked, and I could go to them and talk to them about any questions that I had or things that I wondered about, and they were great about explaining them to me and being very open about things. I also benefited greatly from my interactions with the clients. They taught me so many things. I learned from their desire to learn and become healthier, both physically and psychologically. They have rec every morning, and the clients work hard to stay in shape and to exercise, and they also work hard on their individual programs and do as much as they can to try to better their situation and to work towards going back home. The clients were a great example to me because their courage and strength to change and grow was so admirable. One of the hardest things for me was to hear about the clients' histories. So many of them had had very difficult things happen in their past, but even though they had suffered great loss and or trauma, they were able to persevere and strive to learn new and healthy patterns and to try to overcome their past. The clients taught me so many things about overcoming hardship and having hope for a better future. And I feel that that's what I benefited from the most, was just seeing their hope and their ability to build a better future than what they had had in the past. I feel that many things that I learned at my internship or that we used as staff members were things that I had actually learned at BYU, Idaho. But one important connection I observed between my coursework and my internship was the following. Many of the clients at the school suffer from anxiety and have also faced so much family stress. And as stated before, some of them have also faced great losses and betrayals in their short lives. However, through their learning and experiences at the school and the general program that they have there, the clients are able to learn healthy coping skills. While I was studying at BYU, Idaho, I learned many different ways to successfully cope in my Family 360 class. During my time at the school, I was able to see how they taught positive coping skills, specifically that of cognitive behavioral therapy. Through my time as an internship at the school, I have seen the value of it and the difference that it can make in the lives of the clients. I have seen firsthand that when we change unhealthy thinking patterns into positive and healthy patterns, we truly become more effective in responding to opportunities and challenges. The clients at the school are the epitome of this. They have changed my life in a positive way with their examples. I would highly recommend this school and or a similar experience to anyone else who is looking for an internship in the future. This particular school is located in South Jordan, Utah, and their phone number is 801-484-9911. And again, I had a wonderful experience at this school and with my internship, and I'm really glad that I did it because it gave me a lot of direction in what I want to do with my degree.